Hi, Warriors, Traviseen here, and welcome back to our adventures with the Gnome Warlock. Today we are back at Alarian Stronghold, guys. And we're going to turn in a quest here to Taylor Everstride, the High Elf.
No, don't feel bad. I get that a lot. I'm a High Elf, not a Blood Elf. Don't worry.
She even tells
I'm
you.
not going to suck all of the magic out of you. Yeah. I'm sure that you killed all of those bone lashers. It's obvious since the captain asked for you to turn in proof on that wanted poster. I'll take your word for it. I'm not certain who I angered to pull this duty, but thanks for your efforts on behalf of the Alliance. Here's a little something for all of your trouble. There's a creature in the Bone Waste so fearsome that only the Dauntless dare to stalk him. I speak of Torgo's king of the Bone Gnashers, who circles over Vale Rays on the western edge of the wastes. Too bad that there's an Arakoan scarecrow there, known as Torgos's Bane, which keeps him at bay. I'd bet if you laid his mate Traquila's carcass at the foot of that scarecrow, he'd come down anyway. She can be found at Carrion Hill in the northern wastes. Bring me one of Torgos's tail feathers.
All right, well, we may do that. It's a kind of a tough quest. I think we probably need a few people to take down Torgos. I hope you guys are doing well today. Doing pretty good. Pretty cold May, I must say. It's like 10 degrees Celsius. Not too sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Maybe closer to 50, be my guess. But we're going to head over here, guys. And I want to pick up the quests in this area, just to see if they line up with any of these ones up here.
Kindun is home to my ancestors' spirits. We might not look it, but all broken were once Draenei. Our spirits are all the same. After our caravan fell prey to an attack by Shadow Council Cabal cultists, scouts were sent to Shatrath to call for help. The guards think we're safe for now, but they underestimate these madmen. I, for one, am not looking forward to having my throat slit by some Cabal initiate in the middle of the night. Do us all a favor and take the fight to them before they come to us. You will find our attackers south of here at Kindun's northern entrance.
The trees of this land are ravaged by the power that was unleashed from Kindun. The foul magic that was unleashed blasted the land into the wastes you see all around. The trees that survived are now infested with wretched wood mites that crawl under their bark and gnaw at their flesh. Rotting forest rages and infested root walkers are breeding grounds for the mites. They are found along the edge of the wood to the east. Destroy these creatures, and then kill the mites that flee their husks.
All right, so there we go. A few more quests. I think there's one inside there. We'll wait a bit before we head down there. And you're starting to see people complain about how heroic dungeons are pre-nerf, while raids are post-nerf. So heroic dungeons are at their hardest difficulty, while the raids are at their nerfed difficulty, I guess you could say. And they're actually, some of them are probably considered harder than, you know, Karazhan's raid Karazhan, Gruul's Lair, and Meg's Lair. So I can see why people don't want them to be pre-nerfed anymore, right? Because it is kind of a slog to go through sometimes. And it is supposedly pretty damn hard to find tanks and healers to get into heroics. I'm not too sure how many more I will do on my paladin. I have to do maybe a few on my warlock. We'll see. But on my paladin, I just have to do heroic Shadow Labs to get attuned for Tempest Keep. And then I don't really need to do it anymore. Right? There isn't that many rewards from it. I do need, like, the helmet maybe, but I'm just gonna... My guess is just to... Or my plan is to not waste the badges and just save them for the Ret DPS trinket. So I'll probably do a few more. But really all I want to get is this Ret DPS trinket. If it would be considered factions. I'm in combat right now. Let's make sure we use this soul stone. I really need waters. Yeah, Badge of Justice Vendor. This trinket here, Bloodlust Brooch. Increases attack power by 72. And you equip it, and then there's an on use to increase attack power by 278 for 20 seconds. 41 badges. So I need around 18 more badges, and we'll have that. And then I guess I could maybe get some healing gear from it, and then I have, like, no reason to go back in. So I think they should probably try to give a little incentive for people to, you know, go and do heroic dungeons, especially if you're a tank. I remember in future expansions, they would have tank queues when Dungeon Finder came out. Like, if you were a tank and not a lot of tanks were queuing up, you could just give the tanks like a little reward if they queued up. It's usually like a satchel with some potions and some gold and stuff like that. Not a bad idea at all. Or maybe just have an item that the badge vendor has that is like a bag of random goodies, and you just like spend your badges there, and you get a chance at like some nice raid consumes, stuff like that.
You have done much to help Terrakar Forest, adventurer. With the worst of the Might colonies destroyed, we may yet be able to reclaim this wasted land.
Alright, well, I need to go and buy water eventually, but we'll try to do as many quests as we can. I'm not too sure if there's... I think there is a water vendor, actually, right over there. I seen the icon. So maybe we'll head over there after this. And we're getting marks of Kil'jaeden from these guys. That'll help get our Uldor rep up. But I'm kind of surprised that they... Well, it's out today. Today's the beginning of Phase 2, and... Yeah, no, nothing really new. At all. I thought we would potentially see... You know, a WoW token come out to, I guess, combat gold selling, I guess, right? Gold sellers. Or maybe they won't release one this time. They did in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I think back in like 2023, 2024, they came out with the WoW token for Classic WoW, and a lot of people were upset about it, but most were not surprised because gold was kind of in a rough spot at that time. I killed him. Could have kept Juggin alive there. Get him back up.
not waste my time, lesser creature.
Yeah, they just came out with the raids. It's like just a regular release. Not much going on. Not many changes. Really, the only changes is Tempest Keep and SSC are post-nerf. So they are, you know, the easier versions of that raid.
May you find what you seek.
Get a little bit of water here.
May your days be long.
And that's really it. And then you're able to get the PvP gear now, too. At a discounted price. It'd be cool to check that out. Just to see how much it is. And supposedly we can get this set here. The Gladiator set. Which makes me believe that, hey, we could just skip doing heroics on the Warlock, right? You just do PvP and just farm honor. I did that for a little bit on my Paladin as well for a few pieces. But yeah, you can get the Season 1 Gladiator set here. Not too sure which one we would take. Probably the one that just gives us more spell power, right? Maybe a few pieces give hit, some don't. But yeah, like this gear is pretty damn good. I want to see what's the difference between... Is that the rogue from yesterday? He's having trouble over there, man. He's gonna die. Does he just help me out there? Is he trying to get me killed? Kinda just help. Thanks, dude. What the heck? Is that the rogue from yesterday that we seen? Maybe. Who knows? Okay, we're done with the skirmishers. What do we need? Just initiates? Spellweavers? Oh, nice. We got some Cabal orders. We'll open this. This guy bugged? He's like, what's going on? What's hitting me here? Yeah, let's check out this PvP here for a second. So what's the difference?
Someone at the refugee caravan will know something about
it. What the heck? Know something about what? Let me check that quest out again. There it is. This message bears a dark seal, and though the language seems somewhat familiar, it appears to be encoded. Perhaps someone at the refugee caravan knows something about it. I'm just gonna leave this guy alone. Maybe he'll kill me. No? He just gets himself in trouble, looks like. Yeah, I want to see what's the difference between Fell Shroud and this one. So Gladiator Dreadweave. Force that reduces cast time of your fear spell by 0.2 seconds. This one, same thing. It's just one gives crit strike and then 37 spell power. What does this one give? Resilience and 32 spell power. It's less intellect though. This gives more stam, 15 intellect. But you get more spell power and crit. I wonder which one's better. So these pieces give a lot of like spell power and crit. And then the dread gear gives you, I assume, not a lot of intellect on those pieces. These pieces give you a bit more intellect. I know the helmet did. Yeah, a bit more intellect on these pieces. Just no crit. It's pretty damn good gear. Like, if you compare it to some heroic pieces, it's probably not too bad. Let's compare it to something in Kil'jaeden. Let's check this out. 60 stamps, 20 intellect, 30 resilience, 32 spell power, 2 socket helmet. Compared to Kil'jaeden helmet from Nightbane. No, it would be Prince Malkazar, yeah. Where's the Warlock one? Yeah. So yeah, more intellect on this, less stamina. Pretty much the same amount of spell power, but instead of resilience, you get crit. So yeah, the crit's pretty nice. So it's obviously the Kil'jaeden stuff's better, but you can get that PvP set, and you can do pretty damn well in Kil'jaeden. Look, he died again. I sometimes think he's like trying to pull this stuff to me so I get killed. Poor guy. Alright, so we finished that quest. We'll go turn it in. Yeah, there's like really no point in doing heroics. You just get that gear and you go to Kil'jaeden and Gruul's Lair, Mag's Lair. You could probably even sneak into like that's phase 2 raids like SSC and Tempest Keep.
I can breathe a sigh of relief for now. Adventurer, the Shadow Council will be held off for the time being. They are murderers and cowards, and your display of courage will keep them at bay. Ah, yes. This was written in a basic form of the Shadow Cipher. My knowledge of it is not perfect, but it should suffice to translate this. You learn much about unsavory subjects when you live among outcasts and refugees in the lower city. Many believe it was the Shadow Council that caused the explosion that tore Auchindoun apart. It is rumored they awoke a great evil inside. If that is true, then that evil must have turned against them. According to these orders, part of the Shadow Council is fleeing Auchindoun. They are using the Shadow Tomb to store powerful artifacts from Auchindoun. 3 of these are sacred, for they belonged to the powerful patriarchs, Arun and Cullen and Atalor. I must ask you to retrieve them.
Alright, well there we go. We'll head back here and we'll do some quests in Kitarikar Forest. We'll eventually queue up for Mana Tombs as well. Just want to get a few more quests done here. Yeah, that's the move. You just PvP to get your first set. You bring that set into Kil'jaeden, and then you just raid from there. And then you can do... We have to do some heroics, though. Right? And the heroic we'll do, most likely, is... slave pens over, like, every day. I'll just do slave pens every day. Till I get, the skip run because it's just so fast. And you get the this, yeah. I want to get this trinket here. I have it on my paladin icon of the Silver Crescent. 43 spell power, and it has an on use that gives you 155 spell power for 20 seconds. Really good. There's a decent offhand as well. I think this thing is Saffron's Wingblade might be it. True spell hit by 12, and that's frost damage. Is the Talisman of Caligos? No. It's probably this one. Orb of Soul Eater. Increases shadow spell damage by 51. It's pretty good. Or you can take this one. Khadgar's Knapsack. 49 spell power. Nice little offhand there. Pretty cheap. I think it's like 25 badges. The trinket will be 41. That's the first thing we'll get, though. So you have to do a little bit of heroics, but since this is our second character and we did all the attunements, we don't really have to do many heroics at all. It's just kind of do them until you get the trinket, and that's it. And then I'll probably find a guild. We'll see. We'll see if I can pug it or if I enjoy pugging the raid. But I would join a guild if it was a much better experience than pugging. As long as the times are good. And it'll be easy to find a guild as a warlock. Guilds can't really get enough of them. You want at least like 5, I would say. He just juked us. Back and he just vanished. We're done with the War Stalkers, though. We need now some wolves, timber wolves, and these Alemba seeds. Yeah, they set it up pretty good. TBC for alts, I like it. I just wish they would make heroic dungeons just, I don't know, more enticing to do after you have collected all your badge stuff. Because it is good content. I like playing and trying to do heroic dungeons, but they are tough, and when you're doing something that's kind of tough, you don't really want to get nothing for it, right? Alright, let's see if we can get into a Mana Tombs, guys. We have some quests for that dungeon. A couple groups here. Another one looking for a Warlock. Does it have a Warrior tank? Yeah. See if we get invited. Not in any rush, really. I don't mind going with warrior tanks. It's just you gotta you have to watch out a little bit when you're pulling threat. Yeah, we got invited. Warlock's not bad. Get invited to dungeons most of the time. Let's see if we can keep chugging up here. Quest for a little bit. There's still people who need to make their way down. As far as this hunter didn't just start shooting me. I'm having trouble getting these warg tails. Looks like this guy's flying over. A couple quests to turn in back in Chatrat. Probably do that later. The Warlocks are not bad. They're all right. I think that for leveling, they're not that great. For leveling dungeons, they're okay. Like your shattable damage is pretty good, but your AoE is nothing close to what it becomes at level 70. Seed of Corruption. But they just have that reputation, I guess, in this expansion, so people just invite them at a lower level. I think mages are probably better for leveling with their improved Blizzard. Would have been cool to level a mage up. TBC. But we parked him in Classic Era. I haven't even played him yet. I'm gonna go back though. We'll probably have an episode to go back and see what's going on there. It's cool that I can just go back and do some raids. I'll have to do like a Blackwing Lair. Nax, AQ40. It would probably be a GDKP. GDKPs are very popular on Classic Era. It's like pretty much the main style of raiding is GDKP. Unless you find like a guild to play with. Looks like our guild is promoting a bunch of people. I don't even know what guild I'm in. I'm in the Telebeam Banana Company. I don't know if we remember joining this guild. I wonder if they do anything, the Telebeam Banana Company. Oh, Chugget's getting beat up. Oh, a lot of mana here. Just try to keep him alive. Yeah, the bushy tail drop rate, not the greatest. Oh, he got 30 out of 30 Alemba seeds. We are far away from that. Well, halfway. Not too bad. And this group is kind of interesting. We don't have a resurrection, so if somebody dies, they're just like, gotta run back. No res. That's why pally tanks are awesome, man. I'm so happy I played a pally. You can res. Your AoE threat is great. You do everything that the warrior, you know, doesn't do. One thing warriors got, they got that mitigation. Same with druids. Druids AoE threat's not too bad. You running over to summon, or... I'm the closest one here. I was just doing quests. I don't know. I don't see the other guy running over. Isn't that kind of strange? Like, you know, they invite you. And they're like, okay, now you gotta go summon us. I should kill this guy. I don't mind though. We'll go over, but I didn't see anybody else running over to summon. You gotta be kidding me. I hate being a gnome for that, man. Like, you go into a little river, right? And you're a gnome, so you get sunk right into, like, the shallowest part. I need help to summon. Yeah, we'll go help them. Just want to go back to town quick. This other guy's, like, not even going. TVKY. He was in the group, like, before I was. I feel bad for the rogue. The druid, the healer druid goes offline. That's not a good sign, man. Not a good sign at all. No, everyone left. That was hilarious. No one says anything to the rogue. Poor guy, he's trying to make a group and nobody was talking, listening to him. That healer going offline was funny. Who's this guy? Think we can kill him? 67 mage. I'll try. I think he might be AFK. He's hanging out near Larian stronghold for some reason. It's like he's trying to gank people. He's hanging out in some bush. Got it in you? Do you have ice block? You should ice block, yeah. Nice job, buddy. Little bandage. You used health stone. Actually, I should probably not do that. Just wand. Oh my gosh, dude. Use soul stone. Got him up. Health pot. Should die to the dot. Elite. He's gonna die to the dot. Yeah, he's dead. Didn't play that very well. I could have used my health. Thing is, I don't have my keybinds down down well. I could have used this a little faster. He was waiting for somebody. I had a feeling.
Cannot command.
Wonder what, I forget what keybind this is. It's one of the mouse buttons. I'll figure it out later. Is it this? Yeah, okay. It's like a shift 1 on my mouse. This game has so many keybinds. If you're not having a mouse with keybinds on it helps out quite a bit.
Thank goodness. I was beginning to wonder if the things had displaced the rest of the forest reaches.
Well, there we go, guys. We got another quest done. Still have some Warg Tails and Alemba Seeds to collect. There's this quest over here I might check out. Who are they? Be a fun little quest chain. Probably check that out next episode. And maybe we can get into a Manitombs. I'll try to get into a Manitombs for next episode as well. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.